Welcome back, adventurers. So, everybody's in Sleepy Town.
Except for the three of us.
Half the people are in Sleepy Town. When suddenly, the trees began to move. With intent, it seems.
The trees have eyes.
You look around as you see 3 of these trees surround camp. They all stand in eerie silence as they look down at all of you. Suddenly, you see these creatures begin to shift off of the shoulders of the trees. These creatures standing about the size of a normal human. They look as if their skin is made of bark and their hair is made of leaves. Their clothing looks like it's made from the same leaves of the great tree, as they are all armed with bows and arrows. They shift and move as they begin to kind of move around on the shoulders of these massive tree-like figures, looking down at all of you. But they do not move, and they simply watch.
So,
What do
who
you?
wants to talk to him?
Go with nature.
You may. On which ones?
We're still asleep.
Yes.
Can I do specifically the ones with bows?
You may do specifically the ones
Yeah, I
with
kind of want
bows.
to do the big ones. We're gonna lie.
You may.
30.
My 21 is put to shame. I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Put to shame.
You recognize these as dryads. This strange, beautiful creature has flesh that seems to be made of wood and vibrant hair that resemble leaves and blossoms. Dryads are tree fae who prefer secluded woodlands far from humanoids in need of lumber. Dryads' main interests are their own survival and that of their beloved forest, and they have been known to magically coerce passerby into aiding them in tasks they cannot complete. They are more likely to be friendly to non-evil druids and rangers, as they recognize a mutual respect for or empathy with nature.
Do they look friendly?
You may ask 2 questions about the dryads.
Is that one of them?
The small people are dryads.
No. Was that one of my 2 questions? Do they look friendly?
You can ask that if you'd like.
No. Language is spoken.
Languages.
Hoping Sylvan.
Common, Elven, Sylvan, and they can talk to plants.
Special abilities.
Special abilities. A dryad can meld with any tree, similar to how spell meld into stone functions. It can remain melded with a tree as long as it wishes. A dryad is dependent on a tree. So dryads make their home in a tree, and if they leave a certain distance from that tree, they'll start to become sick and die. However, if these dryad are melded with, you assume, the great tree, by extension, these trees count as their home. So in a neat little twist of fate, these dryads have more roaming room than most any other dryads. They also have wild empathy as a class feature. And woodcraft. They get bonuses to shifting wood around.
Cool.
What'd you get on 30? 30? You would recognize this towering creature as a treant. This animated tree's bark is knotted into vaguely humanoid features with branches for arms and roots for legs. Treants are guardians of the forest and speakers of the trees. They are the words. As long lived as the forest themselves and seeing themselves as parents and shepherds rather than gardeners, treants are slow and methodical in most things, but terrifying when forced to fight in defense of their flock. You said 30?
Mm-hmm.
You may ask 2 questions about the tree.
Languages.
Treant can speak Common, Sylvan, and Treant.
Weaknesses.
Fire. Fire.
I assume so. But,
You're supposed to say ready, aim first.
seeing dryads and treants come out, I will raise my hands. Stop, please. Come. Very good. No hard feelings. I'm not good at diplomacy.
In Sylvan, I say, we mean the forest no harm. With diplomacy. You can do me so good.
Oh, I'm gonna roll diplomacy.
17.
It's about the same.
I feel like we rolled initiative. This is settled. Just saying.
I said just in cases.
It's an 18. You rolled a 3. I rolled a 16. Oh boy.
And in Sylvan, I'm like, I mean you no harm. I mean the forest no harm.
You see the dryads knock an arrow. As they rear up their bows and aim, the treants throw their arms to either side and begin to approach. And I've already had the group roll for initiative just in case, and that just in
But I
case
can
just
reroll,
happened.
right? It's not much better.
Well, boys.
So first up on the initiative is Manzarek.
I yell out, "Where are the druids? I am a druid. Come in peace." I try so hard not to fight these guys.
You take any actions?
How about their black side?
I will
I will
prepare.
check the rolling.
I will prepare a spell that will go off if any of the treants come within touch range.
Okay.
That ain't happening. Reach.
If they reach him, he can reach them.
They limbed him.
Not how that works.
Limbs.
If he's preparing to touch, I would argue that he can slap their hand as they touch him.
There's a feat.
I know there is.
Well, I've got
I mean,
two.
I also have range from my tongue.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is a feat that I.
That's right.
You know what it's
That's
not?
the tongue he's got.
He's
30.
He's licked the void.
They don't have a range of 30.
It sounded really good. It just plopped down and stayed back
Let me
up.
just tell you what, guys.
You take any other actions?
No, that'll be
just
it.
roll his third
So
range
that
back.
spell is being held.
Damon.
I grab him and put him behind me. So basically, I either up in the cot he's on, or just grab him bodily, put him behind me. So I'm between him and the charging tree.
Which tree? There's 3 of them.
Yeah, there's.
Which side are you on?
He's on the back
That's
side.
an apple guy.
Okay, then that tree.
Do you resist?
Nope.
This is still a surprise round for you because you were sleepy time.
Yes.
So you are awake now, but you're like, huh?
What's going on?
Ragnar, you were sleepy down?
Yeah.
All right. You wake up. You're just kind of trying to get your bearings. You will be able to act on your next turn.
Yay.
Oh yay.
Yay.
Trees are alive. They've always been.
With the sound
Sound of music.
Please no.
Do they whip their limbs back and forth?
I'm gonna kill you first.
Again.
I have not died first.
Does a 32 hit you?
Of course, yeah.
He's 50.
30, 15.
The treant steps over. It lifts its massive arm and it slams down into you, dealing 14 points of damage.
Does a 24 hit you?
Yeah.
Hitting you once, it raises up again, hitting you again, dealing 14 points of damage. The ground vibrates from the massive hit.
Oh, hang on. There's a carriage there.
Oh yeah. Right you are. You are prone.
No.
No, Daddy, no!
You're probably being hit by a tree.
I've been hit.
Does a 25 hit you?
Yeah.
Prone.
I'm assuming I take negatives to AC.
Yes.
15 points of damage. Does a
30.
Yes. Don't even at me like that.
dealing 18 points of damage as the treant slams down into you twice.
Couldn't have talked him out of this, could you?
Try it.
I blame you for this.
So, real quick, since I was holding a spell, I took damage.
Mhm.
I got to roll concentration. Hold that spell.
Yeah.
Here comes the pain tree.
Oh,
24?
It's 10 points of damage dealt plus the spell level.
13 points of damage.
because I got weird bonuses.
32.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also add your modifier into that.
15 points of damage for the second hit. As the treants descend on the group, slamming down into all of you. Ragnar, you're punched awake by a tree.
Yay! Wait,
How many times did you say
Yay.
that?
I did
at
not
least
lose.
once.
Dr.
I'm gonna
Tom.
turn into a tree and fly up in the air.
Can I take a 5-foot step back, please?
Oh, yeah.
That tree's within 20 feet of me. I'm going to deploy the bomb. Remember, I can do the thing where I can switch out discoveries once per day. This bomb has this sickly green energy about it, and I'm going to throw a flesh-eating bomb at this treant.
But if it doesn't click.
It does 1d8 to organic matter
Oh.
instead of 1d6. So, if it has an AC bonus from armor, it gets a different kind of save, and I'm assuming they all have a natural bomb.
That was dangerous.
So aggressive.
Impressive. 19 to touch.
You think this thing's easy to touch?
Yeah.
The Dryad beside it also needs to make a dex save.
Would you?
I am trying.
A dex save, you say?
Oh, these guys are made out of dicks.
Okay. Wooded.
I'm not engaging it.
I don't think that saves.
Okay.
So she'll take minimum of 6 damage. He takes 16 points of damage.
I like those numbers.
You throw this vial as the treant stands there and it hits over its face. You see the bark begin to melt away. In doing so, you see this black sap spew from its from the wound on its face and spray the immediate area, but it is just too far away from you to hit. It hits the Dryad. The Dryad throws up its arm as you see that same black sap begin to ooze from his arm and face.
I'm sorry, those are still fire. It didn't change the type, it just does higher damage to organic matter. So it's still fire on top of.
So how much?
I did 16 to the treant, so it's 24 with 1.5. And the Dryad took 6, so she's vulnerable to fire. It'll be 9.
Oh, he did 50 and 35.
535. Nice.
925,000.
So hits, burns, and then they're like, wait, ow, ow, ow!
It's a slow burn.
Oh, we.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, I'm in the woods.
Do you take any other actions?
Grind's free.
Is Ray Otto asleep? Assuming not.
No, no, if I came down, I would assume he's probably still prone, but not asleep.
So, who's that beside me? The mace.
Damon.
Juan.
Okay. I'll then shout at Taris. Taris, I hope you're up.
Honk.
And that is my turn. I'm sorry.
This one comes at Rayot. This one's coming at Rayato.
Uh-oh.
13 to hit prone Rayato.
No.
And flat-footed prone Rayato.
Yeah.
Well, prone doesn't matter against ranged. So,
Yeah.
you actually get bonuses for that. So, no, it doesn't. Fun. This one coming at Perry.
Oh no.
An arrow?
An arrow.
Yes.
You can grab it.
Nah, no.
Stab him.
Grab and stab.
25.
Yeah, my flat footed, yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
You get the second
Oh
thing.
no.
Oh, back
Dealing 6 points of damage as an arrow slams into you. This one coming at you, Ms. Eric.
Okay.
24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Dealing 2 points of damage.
Oh no.
This one coming at Damon. 22.
That's good.
Yes.
7 points of damage. And this one coming at Rayado.
Sorry, Dr. Tom.
That one's keen.
I got hit by a tree twice.
19. The Dryads unleash a volley of arrows into the group. Everybody is awake now and ready for combat. Start of the initiative again, Men's Eric.
Take a free 5-foot step. I did not lose that spell. I need a fortitude save from my guy here.
Big
Yeah.
guy. Don't you
guy.
need to touch him?
Yeah,
Yes,
with
it's
my
a
tongue.
pretty tongue. He's
Did you roll to
looking.
touch him?
I don't have to. It does not ask me to do that. It just says that it's within range of touch. It does not ask me to
No,
touch
you
him.
still have to make a touch attack.
Where does it say that?
Range touch.
Anything that's a range
Yeah.
touch, you still
You have to make a
okay.
range touch.
you
You have-
get
it's
roll
not a
for it?
range touch attack. It's a melee touch attack.
It only asks for the fortitude save.
Strength plus BAB.
Oh, shit.
You think Treants have fort?
No.
This stays right at the camera.
Does a 13 hit him?
Yeah,
Touch? Okay, good.
almost twice.
Cool. I need to roll something.
You hit the broadside of a tree.
Yeah. I'm still afraid.
Does a 29 succeed?
Yeah, so he'll still take.
Keep going.
It does the strength.
Keep going. Rolls a 1.
Takes 11 points of damage.
That's a lot of rolls for 11 points of damage.
Yeah. Well, it's halved.
Oh, yeah.
As he is hit with blight.
He's already win.
That's not right. You can plan on
that's
that.
my turn. However, Rayado going to stand up
Yeah.
Okay.
And?
and is going to provoke anything that he has to attack the Dryad that is over yonder.
The Dryads are riding on the shoulders of the Treants.
30 feet
You
in the
said
air.
that. I forgot.
Yeah, so they are 30 feet in the air.
All right, we're just gonna go ahead and attack this guy.
One of my
Next
favorite
one.
things, this guy?
Yeah.
One of my favorite things that Amos has ever said is you chop down a tree from the bottom.
So, I assume that provokes.
Where's the lie?
Oh yeah.
Where's the
Oh.
logic in not doing that?
Here comes some smash. Dryad smash.
31.
Yeah, that'll hit.
20 damage even
Oh,
as Raudo
yeah.
runs at him.
No, probably wasn't worth it. Does a 23 hit,
23 will strike your Treant.
and he takes 9 points of damage.
With his fire claws, right?
Just his golden claws.
Magma claws.
As Raudo takes the hit, rolls on the ground, stands back up, and just bites into the bark of the leg of this tree. Do you take any action?
That'll be it.
Love it. Look at the
Wait.
druid killing nature.
Wait. I don't remember if this is a free action or not.
Crying is always free.
Go ahead, and I will do something if it's a free action. All right, we'll move on with that.
He's like, alright,
Nope.
scoots. Gets out of town.
I'm gonna get over here.
Self-preservation is very important in things.
That shit ain't me all.
That may not hit.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Terrace is
It's
made out of
That
was
AC.
rough.
man.
It's cold in here, man.
That's what she's.
That will still hit Terrace.
I just didn't stutter.
No,
I know. I don't think you intended to not stutter.
Owie! Taris takes a step back, stumbling from the hit. Ugh. He puts his goggles on. Oh yeah, it's a treant.
Just as I suspected.
Just as I suspected. Damon!
Haha. You overwater them and they will die.
Drown them. Drown the trees.
Any day.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Smite the tree is a free action. And
Which one?
oh, I divine smite. And then I run up to it and I'm gonna hit it.
Which one?
The one the closest to it. That one. Yep.
Does he have combat reflexes? Is that one attack thing too?
We play fair. We play in our favor.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna hit it. Oh yeah, huh? Okay. I forgot about that.
Sorry.
What does a 1 get me?
And that one?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have combat reflexes, but it doesn't need them.
My bad.
Retry.
So it looks down at you as you run towards it. You kind of like stumble. It's like, now's my chance. It goes to swing. A branch catches on the cape of the dryad on its shoulder and it just flings it to the ground. Because
Why not?
why not?
Does
One
the
for
dryad
one.
take fall damage?
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
The dryad's like, oh god! And it's just like this moment where you're like, I know, right?
I've been there.
You taking any actions?
I can't do anything else.
Ragnar.
Oh, buddy. Standing up. Yeah. Yep.
22.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll do it. That'll do.
That'll do, donkey.
16 points of damage as you try to stand.
Yeah. Very, very bloody. Very, very bloody here. Standing up. I just roar out. No, just screaming at the top of my lungs as my arms elongate as I rage. Oh, good. And I will take a free 5 step forward.
It's not free, but
Well, it's free for me. It's within range. And then I power attack him.
you may.
Yeah. I may. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Does a 25 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That was close.
We're on a roll, aren't we, with this fight?
29.
29 points of damage?
If it matters, 4 is necrotic. No! Please! I can't not do that.
You run up to it swinging wide as you cleave into this treant's side. It roars out, that black blood spewing from the wound as you rend your blade from it.
Something you notice from that hit.
Yeah?
Never mind.
Slashing.
You
Anyway.
want this carrot? No.
Did I ask you if you take any other actions?
I do not take any other actions.
Alright, this treant's gonna bludgeon you to death.
Please, no.
32.
I think that hits Damon.
15 points of damage.
32.
Yes.
11 points of damage.
He hits hard into you. You see Ragnar standing there, that black ichor rolling from his eyes, as a whole ass tree just punches him in the face, and he just tanks it and just. Damon, I'm gonna give you brain damage. Here it comes. Nat 20.
Dang it.
Crit threat. Winning one.
No.
You lucky. 12 points of damage. 32 for the second hit.
Yes.
16 points of damage. As the treant punches down at you, you hold up your shield last minute as he starts just nailing you into the ground. Name train on Rayado. Okay. Brain fart. 25.
No. Oh my gosh.
32.
Yeah.
14 points of damage.
Cool.
As it swings at Rayado, Rayado just lays flat on the ground like a scared bunny. As it swings over him, and then the second hit just comes straight down into the ground. Rayado's in a divot. Dr. Tone.
Help! I need some.
Oh my god! I'm going to activate the golden chain so that way my heals are 1.5 times. I am going to do that channel thing I do.
So well. Average is average, my
I
guy.
guess I rolled a 6 and a 1. 10.
Nice. I can take it one more
Hey,
hit.
back up to the good number.
30.
Oh no, that's damage. It heals. Okay, there we go. Hey!
Oh, I rolled more d6.
Morty 6.
So 3 more. So everyone. It's a total of 13. Because all my alchemist levels count as cleric levels now, so my number of channel dice go up as well.
Yay! I still vote.
Do that on a t-shirt too.
Do you take any actions?
I'm actually done.
Perry the wizard!
Harry? Do you have your little thingy? Your thingy thing? A circle of pain?
Oh, you're gonna try to
The
get.
pain circle?
Oh no. They're not that close together.
Yeah, they're pretty close.
You can get all 4 of them. 100%.
And that's 20 feet, right? Do you have a 30-foot one?
No.
Oh, that's gonna hit everything.
So, like, if I were to cast it in the air,
Yeah.
could I hit all of them except for us?
Let me see.
Since
Let me
we're...
see.
Imagine that was 30 feet, though.
10 feet more past.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's 10 feet more past, you definitely hit everybody.
Besides the dragon on the ground.
So you'd have to throw it up into the air, hitting everything but one.
I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath. That's a 30-foot in the air.
Not fireball?
Actually, no, you're right. It'd have to be Fireball. Because that's a from me cone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about- Does fireball explode in a 30 foot?
No.
20 foot.
So you can definitely hit.
I'll hit them guys. Yeah, yeah.
You may be able to.
If the dryad is riding the tree in.
No. Yeah, you'd only be able to hit those 4.
Alright.
I mean, 4.
Do they have
4 is more than none.
spell resistance?
No. Why do you ask?
Then I need a reflex.
16. 9. However, the dryads. Oh man, they're reflexive. 11. Oh, 25.
That one will take half. So it's 30 damage, so 45 damage. Right?
Half.
So half of 45. 22 and a half.
I feel a lot better about this combat encounter.
You said 45 damage to the treants?
Yes, sir.
Yep. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast. Just make a character that's very chaotic and it's just like fire resistance and just firing everything that still hits him.
Wonderful. You throw the orange bead up into the air. It explodes out as you see the dryads just turn into ash on the shoulders of the treants. The treants roar out, throwing up their hands as you see the bark and twigs begin to burn away from them. Do you take any actions?
No. Actually, yeah, I'll draw my bow out.
This guy is going to stand up, provoking from Damon.
Okay. 24.
24 will strike your dryad.
Second attack, or I only get one?
You only get the one because it's provoked.
Okay.
This is a monk classic.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
Whenever you provoke, they just get like a full flurry.
From your cold iron?
Yep.
Maybe.
It does matter, but he is still standing. He stands up. Do you have combat reflexes?
No.
With his other half, he draws his dagger. He's going to try stab.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
No.
So he draws his dagger. You cut into him. That black blood shoots out, spraying over you, dealing 5 points of damage. And I will need a fortitude save.
Oh boy. It's a good thing I'm mid fortitude, right?
Rolls a 3.
So, Matt's thinking about trees.
Is it really?
They're speaking Vietnamese.
Easy. What is it?
One. Me in the tree.
And that one. Cool. The black blood blaze directly into your face. You kind of take a step back as you feel that miasma start to roll over you. You feel that control starting to take over your mind and the screams in the distance. But this is something that you have felt before, and you know how to combat it this time. As it begins to overtake you, but you feel like maybe not permanently.
Okay.
He is still going to stab at you, though.
Okay.
The 9? Oh, wait, I already rolled to stab, didn't I? Anyway. So, black blood sprays on you as he kind of like takes the hit, and then he, ha! And there are going to be 2 arrows coming at you because no thank you.
Bruh.
They just thought you helped 2 of their friends.
Nat 20, crit threat.
It's just arrows. Okay.
26 to confirm.
That's a nice 3.
Yep. 15 points of damage as an arrow slams directly into your chest. Boom! Knocking the breath out of you as it pierces into you.
Does a
15 hit you? The other one zipping past your ear.
Oh, that's my shoulder.
Menzer.
I'm gonna provoke the attack of opportunity to
You can.
get out of the attack range. I'm gonna go 5 more feet away. Yeah. Let's go another 5 feet that way.
They get him
Oh, I'm looking at the dryad. I'm like, that isn't close to hitting at all.
They've never been-
Nat 20.
Yeah.
25 to
Yeah, that'll
confirm.
confirm. Go ahead. Kill me.
You're fine. You're fine.
I'm gonna need a fortitude save from this son of a gun afterwards.
24 points of damage.
Okay, cool. I'm still standing. I need a fortitude save. Not a fortitude save. I need a reflex save.
That's very different.
Yeah, I know.
Nat 1.
Okay, cool.
Do that double damage, my guy.
Hey, what happened
So-
to the blinded one, by the way?
I cast Greater Fire Flaming
What?
Sphere. Greater Flaming Sphere, which is like Fireball, but not quite the same.
It is indeed a ball of fire.
To hit this
It's
guy.
great.
It just forms on his head.
Great ball.
Wait, how much your
23 points of fire damage.
That's with the 50%.
It is not with the 50%.
Add 50% to that.
Okay.
And double it.
70. 68.
You should do the math on that so fast. That ball of fire is still sitting there. I have full control.
How big is it?
It's 5 by 5.
Don't so smart to be know.
Rayano
It's
is
a very hot
going
ball of
to attack the other tree
You may.
with a 17.
No.
That's a 16.
No.
With a 26.
Yes.
Okay. So that's gonna miss. Okay.
You got him once.
Go for 6 points of damage.
As is slashing.
What you're saying?
Nothing seems sad.
Your claws or slashing?
That was a bite.
Third one's
So Rayano is just kind of like biting into the trunk of this tree ant and just kind of shaking his head wildly. You go to run from the other tree ant, who slams hard down into your tiny amphibious frame. You stumble back, looking up at it as blood rolls from your head. You chant in tone as all of you sees this kind of like flickering light, this and this ball of fire explode out, blowing away the leaves of the trees. Sort of similar to yours, but maintained specifically on the head of this creature. You see the tree ant's arms drop as it falls forward, and in the perfect shape of the sphere that manifested, there is nothing there but charred wood as it drops to the ground. You taking that?
That'll be it.
I thought so.
That's the fellow sorcerer one.
Not your sorcerer.
Oh, that's a sorcerer. You do crappy stuff like that all the time. Don't. In that quote.
Tayrus runs up behind you, Damon. He grabs you on the shoulder. He pops the cork on a potions bottle. He forces you to drink it.
Okay.
As you do so, you feel this sickening sensation roll up through your body.
Oh, no.
As you vomit the black blood out of your mouth, he stumbles back.
Remove poison.
Remove curse.
Me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like how we just got a free check without rolling.
I didn't know that was a curse.
Anyway, he also said he's been studying the black blood.
That's true.
Damon, now that you are free of the curse's effect.
He just holds the book as he vomits it. Like, oh, I need that.
It's still warm.
I look at the dryad next to me.
Oh.
Much as the same way a cat looks at a mouse.
He rolls another one!
Are you the mouse in this scenario?
Oh! Does a 26 hit you?
Yes.
Get stabbed.
He's enjoying this way too much, guys.
I don't think you are.
You take 4 points of damage. Max knife damage. Kick-ya!
For my second attack.
For my next trick.
Do it again. See what happens.
Okay.
No, the one part.
Well,
Shut up. Not 20, not natural.
Oh, okay.
That will strike your opponent.
Okay. 12 points of damage.
On the nose.
Woo! God, freaking crying me.
As you kind of like vomit, you turn and look at Tayrus, you're like, thank you. Ow! As you turn and look at the dryad, he's like, thank you. You slice into the dryad, cutting him in half, taking 4 points of damage, and I will need another fortitude save.
27.
You're good. It sprays over your face again. Tayrus kind of steps back and watches you as he's just like, I don't have a lot of those. Maybe be careful.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Do you take another actions? Ragnar.
High power attack.
You may.
Nat 20.
Crit threat roll to confirm.
Nat 20!
Confirmed crit.
And then
Oh, that's gonna confirm.
Yeah.
a 30.
30 will confirm. How much is it regular twice? Is it double damage normally?
No, it's triple.
It's a triple normally? So quadruple damage.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Oh my gosh! That's so much damage!
I also have the killer feat. So then also
What does that
it
mean?
gets whatever the multiplier is, and it also gets multiplied with crits.
What does that mean?
You're like close to that.
He's inventing numbers. He's went so high.
I think he was trying to say it adds more to the damage.
156.
On who? If the treant was full health, that would have killed it.
Oh my gosh! Nice.
You know what?
Just for reasons.
Just for reasons.
There is such a thing as overkill.
So
In Magic the Gathering, we call that trample.
you stand there, bloodied and ruined, as you look up at this thing. What would Ragnar say? Ragnar. What would Ragnar say?
Ragnar would look at it and be like, "Now it's my turn," and just chop, 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 chop.
Annihilate.
From the bottom up.
He starts spinning really fast.
Ragnar don't play that game.
No,
he
Tasmanian
chops a
devil.
tree from the top down. As he rears back, he swings up at it. You all feel this torrent of air rush over you as it hits the tree with this cacophonous boom that sends this concussive wave past the tree end. Boom! You see the black blood spray backwards as the tree end stands there, and you see it begin to peel from the outside in. As you hit it so hard, it splits in two, and the two halves splinter into pieces, flying off into just kindling into the distance. The dryads are nowhere to be seen. You believe that they have moved on to a higher plane of existence.
Or lower, depending
Or
on
lower.
I will turn to the other one
Wow.
and say,
This is how we play the game.
and he will take and move.
Oh, that's right. He still has his movement.
Well, did you attack with the intent of multi-attacking?
But I did. You
Well,
have to use
even
a
if-
full round to be able to attack with all of your attacks. I only
I
attacked
didn't
one
know
time.
if it was you declare the first attack, and then if you go for a second attack, that's the full round action.
He didn't roll for it. The way we've always played it is if your target dies before you do your full round attack, then then you can just move. Because I do that with the enemies. I do allow you to do it. Probably.
I'm going to move. You want to look?
Oh yeah. Oh dude, that's so cool.
I only have 10. Only I move to 10 feet from him.
Potentially provoke.
If he doesn't.
If he so chose.
He does.
Are you on 15 feet because of the angle?
No, because he occupies all 9 of
So
those
he has
squares.
moved within the 15?
No, he's well.
If he's on the edge of 15, then he hasn't moved
Yeah, he's
within
moved
the...
within the
he's moved
15.
within.
He also has to move within 10.
Can he attack the triad from there?
I would say
Three.
I could attack it, so he could attack me.
Yeah, he has
so
a
he has
longer reach than you. So.
20 even?
Yes.
Hits?
Yes.
I forgot who I was hitting.
It's not hard.
You would hit me, but that's.
17 points of damage. As you rush up to the other tree, he hits you hard.
Bleeding even more profusely.
Profusively.
Piece of fire.
I don't like this. I'm playing a danger changer. Haven't seen
Oh no!
Oh gosh!
I was in the single digits and went up to double digits and back down to single digits.
But you moved to the other tree.
Oh yeah, there's a reason. I'm gonna kill it too.
You see the bark on a nearby tree open up. You see this beautiful woman step out from the tree, her lower half twisting roots that reach into the ground, her upper half that of a gorgeous woman. Her skin looks as if it is made out of plain and smooth wood. Her face immaculate and void of imperfections. Her hair dropping down low, a mass of vines and leaves. As she steps out, she looks up at the treant, extending her hand. You hear thunder overhead. She reaches to the sky, making a fist and bringing it down.
If you roll a 1,
Do it.
for his attack of opportunity.
Keep grabbing them. You need some more?
Something like that.
You want some? No, it's.
Did I forget to hit somebody with an attack of opportunity? Did I not hit Ragnar?
You hit me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it was 14 points of damage, wasn't
No,
it?
17.
It
But
was
you
17
hit
points
me.
of damage.
I'll take 14. Gives me a little bit more to survive.
What a D8 for calling. The neat thing about calling, even while you're wild shape, it's still like even in the other 35. Because when you watch it, you still maintain concentration. So just the giant polar bear, just like the eyes glow lightning blue, and just.
Did you move your fireball?
It hasn't been my turn yet to move it.
So not yet.
I don't think I'm gonna have to.
Yay!
Lightning strikes down from the trees, hitting onto the top of this tree and splitting it in twain.
Yeah, I did that.
Mark.
My God.
Where's that fence?
As the treant leans back, freezing in place, charred and blackened with embers that glow in the night and that sizzling, cracking, popping sound emanating from its corpse.
Everyone, please gather up.
Turn to face this new character. Who are you?
My name is something. Hang
on. Something.
My name is Mora.
Terrace history. The blue token? That's history. We're good. Delaney's being.
I got a ding. It's
Yeah.
okay.
She says, "Are you okay?"
I need everyone to gather up to heal them. Unless you have heals too.
Oh, do I have?
We're absolutely knowledge nature on who and what this is.
You may.
You still have some questions
I'm
about
not
it?
going to be raging anymore.
Do I have questions about this?
Where do you go and
Please don't stop raging.
About to find out. About to find out.
26.
Find out. Find out.
26. You recognize this as a Dryad Queen.
Oh my god.
Does she speak wild song? Or druidic?
Sounds like she's speaking in common, so she spoke back to me.
Ragnar's dead.
Not dead.
Gather up.
So you know, he came out of it before anything. It was really happened. Face rotten mud.
A Dryad Queen is very much like a Dryad, anchored to a certain to a certain tree that she has called her home. However, a Dryad Queen is typically the eldest of the Dryads, and aside from being just anchored to the tree, she is an extension of it. So Dryad Queens, depending on the type of tree that they are hooked into, depends on their power level. The larger and more mythical the tree is tied to the Fey realm, the more powerful the queen is.
So you know what tree she's a part of.
Yeah, I will just kneel to her. Like,
You receive 130 points of healing.
Oh, freaking criminy.
6.
So
I'll take it.
I had prepped a cure moderate wounds healing bomb.
Mhm.
It was about to do to Ragnar as like that heal goes off. So it still goes off in my hand. And if everyone grouped up,
So after that thing died, I would just come out of rage, as if regaining consciousness again,
15.
and just fall straight forward onto the ground.
Everyone heals 22.
Nice. I heal 150.
Tayrus is looking down at you questioningly, as if the Dryad Queen is not his focus, it is Ragnar.
oh yeah, I kneel to her.
I look at Tavis and I just go,
I get up.
yes and no. Also, you take it.
I'll kneel too, not really knowing what's going
Looking
on. but
around.
Understanding this might be some sort of nobility. I need to roll for
It's not nobility in the common sense.
that. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
But just recognizing him, like, oh, okay. alright.
I'll stand up, look around, and see her kneeling.
I sheathe my sword. Your help is very appreciated. What is going on in here?
I'm sorry I couldn't help you sooner. I could sense that something was wrong. I knew the treants had turned. As well as... She looks down at the dryad that you had cut down. My people. She looks to you. Rise.
Take like a couple seconds, and I'm like, I finally get up, and I'm like, I am not worthy to be in your presence.
Nonsense, Manzarek. You've come far since last you came to the tree. You're powerful. She looks at the treant that you had moited. More attuned with nature. It reflects that in Rayado. You've done well, and I know why you're here. She says, I have actually come to ask you for help.
How can we be of assistance to you?
Taylor says, if I had to guess, it might be something to do with the black blood. He looks over at Damon. She says, yes, it's true. The tree is infected. From the base. The roots.
I've seen down there.
Have you?
I mean, yeah. There was someone down there. They could see me. It was some type of vision. But they saw me. They were doing something I can't remember.
What did they look like?
I'm trying to remember what that character was. It was a druid though, right?
You saw a man with long hair and a matted beard.
He had long hair, matted beard, didn't look too clean. I didn't recognize him. But he saw me and he seemed to know he knew my name.
How did you see him?
The Ripley's. I was shown a vision by their green speaker.
Sounds to me as if you have seen the Mad Dreamer.
The what?
The Mad Dreamer lives beneath the roots of the great tree. He's a guardian to the plane of dreams that lie adjacent to the Fey realm. The tree acts as a conduit for the material, the ethereal, the dream world, and the Fey realm. These four planes intersect, specifically where we stand now.
So how do we get down there?
You would have to move through the Druid Temple. It is the only direct path if you cannot mill through trees.
I can't melt through a tree voluntarily, so
I would take you with me if I could. Unfortunately, I am the only one that can do so. My people are infected. This infection took place several weeks ago, and they turned on me. I am weakened from the black blood, from what it has done to me and my people. I am cursed as much as anyone, but it doesn't seem to affect my mind the way that it does most living creatures, only my body.
What seems, or who seems to be the source?
Beneath the tree, there's a door. This door is ancient. It is the reason that the Druid Temple was constructed in the first place, to house and protect it, many eons ago. But the temple is older than I am. To whom it belonged, and for its true purpose, I know not.
Has the door been opened?
The door is losing its power. The magical seals created so many millennia ago is weakening. And this, she points down to the black blood that sizzles and dissipates on the ground, is dripping through. It has affected the druids, turned them into monsters.
Did they abandon the town, or are they still there?
They are somewhere inside of the tree. They're trying to open the door even as we speak.
Oh, there's Mia. Is she with them?
She is. And she is more powerful than I am. I cannot stop her alone, much less all of the druids.
And there were some lunatics.
As far as I know, he resides in the tree as well.
His vulture came to us. And what he had told the rest of the party. Entirely. But I do not believe Saloon is affected.
This curse is clever. I hope what you say is correct. But I wouldn't trust anyone.
We have had a test so far. I don't know if 100% of this foolproof, but I did cut his bird, and it did not bleed black blood.
I wonder if an animal companion would still trust its master even after they've turned.
I wonder if the black blood would refrain from infecting anything it came into contact with.
I don't know if it has a choice.
If it did have a choice, it would be wise for it not to infect a messenger that came close to you.
Was Rayado affected? And like, pausing this conversation, was Rayado affected? I don't recall us ever determining that, yes or no.
I don't believe so, because it was the wine that infected everybody. Rayado did not drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Rayado was not in direct contact to any spray of the black blood that I remember. And if he did, he passed his fortitude save, because I don't recall him being infected. I'm sure we have viewers out there that can remember him. Correct me on that if I'm wrong.
But Manzarek says that he's going to take us to meet this druid. Do you want to come with us? Are you safe? We can protect you.
The fewer people that know about me, the better. I may be the only thing that can help you reach that door. You are the only thing that can save my people.
I have good news. The door requires a key to open. The keys are as old as the door itself. When similar issues happened before, we knew where the key was, but this would be a different key. What does the door have any sort of recesses in it?
It does.
Can you describe the shape?
She says, it is that very similar to a teardrop.
Upside down?
Yes.
Trying to think of what a heart would look like.
She says, unfortunately, I'm uncertain what that means. I've only seen the door. I know very little of it. But something that I can tell you that may aid you on your journey is inside the tree. There is a portal. This portal will be able to transport you into the heart of the tree. Once there, you will be able to descend down until you find that door. But it is guarded by the Mad Dreamer and possibly the druids themselves.
So the Mad Dreamer isn't a protector.
He once was, but I fear he has become as infected as anyone.
I think I need him.
Why? Taris asks.
To help with the dream.
The other half of the good news is it seems like once you destroy the particular leader of the Black Blood at this location, any that they had infected come back too, as if the infection was not.
Assuming that leader isn't the Great Tree itself.
I doubt it's the Great Tree.
The Great Tree has not fully succumbed to the Black Blood yet. That is why I am still here.
There'd be a patient too. Darum infected Melkor. Melkor infected Drimport. When we defeated Melkor, Drimport.
If this first infected truly is Belthera's Mia, there may be no stopping you.
Is she that powerful?
He is the leader of the druids.
An archer.
No, she is a head.
A face and head of the druid council.
Probably pretty up there. Pretty strong.
Level 20. Level 17.
With her head.
16 to 22.
For those we don't have to kill, and we don't kill, knock out, maim, whatever, they come back. They come back too. They're not gone forever.
Preferably if there's a way. With Melkor, and I hate to sound callous, his life, while meaningful, it was easy to defeat him. Belther's Mia is a good person. And to kill her.
May I remind you the whole chest bursting thing? There was not a lot of Melkor left.
I know.
Okay.
Yes, but I am curious, Tara says. I was able to extract this curse from Damon. It's the first time I've ever done that. It was a theory, a hypothesis that I had, but it seemed to have played out. Could this creature be expelled from the body without rending them asunder?
I don't think so.
We've been infected before.
Does remove curse?
You seem to remove a curse that the individual that placed it upon them put it there. Not the individual that resides in what we're assuming is the heads. It's as if they're took over completely by a whole other thing. And they're giving them part of their blood to make them a minion.
To translate what I think he's trying to get at. The spell remove curse. Whereas, yes, it worked on Damon in the immediate bit. Belther's Mia may be too far gone.
Then, alternate solution, we get the other druids to aid us. All we have to do is remove that curse.
Once again, it depends on how far around they are.
But it's worth a shot.
Don't hear me saying no. I as a man of science, I'm always willing to try that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No. Inflict curse.
No.
I mixed the broken pin.
It is worth a shot. and I would love to not. Do you make those potions, or did you buy them?
I made them.
If you
I can
teach-
make several of them a day, as a matter of
If
fact.
you teach me the formula, I can make them as well.
Sure. It's an alchemist thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
as long as I can see the formula, I can copy it into my book, and then I can just make the potion.
I'll have to look into that. Aw.
It sounded a different language.
What? Yes, there's a giant nymph right there, and I just don't know. Giant, sorry.
Giant.
Is she normal sized?
Medium creature.
Well, you've had medium creatures that are like 12 foot tall before.
I haven't.
Maybe 7 foot. 7.5.
Don't you know there's only like 5'2",
Let's-
5'4"?
Let's see what-
woman, a giant woman.
All
Reminds me think of his boss. When he was like, I turned into a large creature.
Well, let's
That was
see
a
what
different
happens.
campaign.
Wow.
Yeah. Moving on.
Let's see what happens once we meet with your druid friend and see what he has to say.
Is there any assistance you can find for allowing us safer travel to the tree?
or safer travel to the grove. He told us we needed to go to.
Oh, okay.
Hey, by the way, we're going to a grove.
We're not going to the temple. We're going to.
Because the jaguar yelled at the vulture after the bat yelled at the vulture.
Who's the monkey? That's
the
my
bat-
second Lion King reference.
Meanwhile, Damon's just sitting there reading his book.
The bat honked.
The bat did honk. I heard that.
That's going to be the title of my next book.
The bat honked.
It's like a small child.
It's a Douglas Adams inspired fantasy.
Halt 2, Halt 3, Halt 4.
What was the name of the grove that you told us about?
Well, I don't know what the name of the grove is necessarily, but it is the home of the Buddha-wed. Buddha-wed.
I'll look at
Wid.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'll look at the. I keep wanting to say nymph, and it's not a nymph, it's a dryad. Nymphs are water, dryads are trees. I'll look at the dryad. Do you know where this grove is?
I do. It says, are you sure that meeting with this druid is a good idea?
At this point, no.
I don't know anything about druidism, so.
Prepare ourselves for ambush.
What if all the druids are there?
Before we get there, I plan on having a scouting party go ahead.
Hear me out. If they're all there, you know where they're not.
At the heart of the problem.
At the tree. Do you have a way to travel via plants?
I have a way of communicating with bugs.
You know how surprisingly not helpful that is?
And having
Hey,
bug.
Can you pick me over here?
I'm gonna have a ton of ants.
That's called Ant Hall version 2.0.
It's called the spell.
It's called the spell?
Insect Scouts. Which I have prepared.
Swarm of frogs.
What?
Oh, they
I
can't-
look at
That's a real spell.
Yeah, I know, that's terrifying.
Got a spell inspired by Tarzan. It's called Jungle Surf.
Do you have a way to transport us via trees and plants?
Unfortunately, I can only transport myself.
I don't know.
She says, if you can find the portal inside, I can transport you to where you need to go through the tree. I can transport you directly to the heart of the great tree and the lair of the Mad Dreamer. She says, until then, this is all I can give to you. She extends her hands out. You see roots reach out from the tips of her fingers as they begin to manifest a piece of armor. It has the druid symbol on the chest of it, and it is made from the same leaves of the great tree, with one of the larger leaves making a full cape. She takes it in her hands, and it is exactly Manzarek's size. Mechanically, this is a +3 piece of armor that druids take no penalties wearing. While wearing this in a forest setting, you get a +2 to stealth, a +5 on knowledge nature. I'm sorry, a +5 to stealth, +5 on knowledge nature, and a +2 on any will saves while in the forest.
What is it called?
It is called,
This is a homebrew thing?
It is a homebrew thing.
Okay, cool.
it's called Armor of the Trees. And it has the Wild enchantment on it.
Yes!
Which means it shifts into his wild
Alright.
shape form.
I get so excited. I will go over all those stats with you, dude.
Yeah, that's recorded.
+3 what kind of armor?
It's +3.
I think it was half plate, technically.
That tells other stats as well.
Wow.
+5. Your dex is max +5.
Right on the button.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Cat screams.
She hands you a stick.
It's
The
a
last
wand.
campaign all over again.
I won't get beat up on wild shit.
I mean, you.
I still will. My AC's 22.
100%
Like, let's
you're
be
gonna
real.
be.
Well, it's
I get beat up
higher
every
after.
time.
You don't have AC.
I
+3
do.
is half plate.
That's the wrong thing.
Yes, that's Sports Center. Oh my God.
She says, the best I can do for you is I can protect you throughout the night, hiding you from the presence of any other black-blooded infected creatures that may be seeking you out. I can do this as long as I can, allowing you to get to the tree tomorrow.
Alright.
How far away is this road?
It's not far from the tree.
So we can go there.
But we're not roving there.
Alright. In that case, I'm going to get some sleep.
I will watch over you. Pleasant dreams, and I bid you safety. She steps into the tree.
So I'm guessing she was someone important in the druid community.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
She just
I thought you knew.
She said she.
What do you mean?
She said she knew you. I thought I was trying to get you to ask her name.
Yeah, do I know her name?
Mora.
Mora.
Okay. Yeah. Other than Dragon.
Yeah, she. I was.
That was the
Okay.
first thing he said.
And I have it written down too. Like
Her
her
sister's
specific-
Lessa. I got it before you did. Anyway. Can't make fun of me if I make fun of me.
But
There's a season named after her cousin Summer.
Remember that time I rolled 12 d8s?
It's just a normal Tuesday.
The ability to
What are you
transport
talking
through the
about?
trees.
Do you remember
That's a
when
stupid
Shane
high
did
spell.
156
Yeah, no.
damage?
Shane's
Dr. Isaac
broken.
Tell knows nothing about that.
whoa.
It's a
Hey,
nice
first
charm.
of all-
It's a delicate.
No, I'm not.
It's fifth.
You
in
don't
the-
That
I
hits-
get hit just as I
That
have
hit so
probably
hard
just
that
now.
he took 2 points of damage.
Oh, emotional damage!
Emotional damage.
Yeah, we sleep.
So,
You sleep?
Sleep. That's what I did last
rest.
week.
So do we get enough?
Yes, he done stated we would.
Yeah, you do, but
Where's the butt?
Yeah, it's like a booty bib. Is that what it was?
Booty bib.
you don't have dragon dreams.
Yay.
You get a full night's rest. On the morrow, it seems that Mora was true to her word. You were able to travel through the woods unmolested. Shut up. As you and where did you say you wanted to go? The meadow or the tree?
Yes, we want to go
Tree.
meadow.
The meadows.
I want
meet
to
the
cast
god.
that spell at least at the meadow. If I have the scouts there.
Can you talk through that?
Let me look exactly what the spell does. before I.
You just leave Ray out of there.
I'm not doing that.
Please don't.
Summon.
There's
one
just like a
more-
frog, and then it turns into a T-Rex and just eats him, and you're like, oh!
That was unexpected.
Right, we're in druid territory.
They return unerringly to you with their findings, traveling up to 1 mile per caster level. You have to rejoin their master. Is it within 8 miles of the tree?
Within 8 miles of the tree? Yes.
Yeah. So they will come to us. If we go there first, I cast the spell, and then we go. And they will return to me with information in 2 hours.
So you go to the tree?
So we go to the grove. I cast the spell. I get a bee. Scout out the area.
So we're waiting the 2 hours for the report.
But you don't go into the meadow, into the
I do
grove.
not go into the grove. I just want the bee.
You know they're over there, you're like, and then you, okay. So, you head to the tree. It is in the evening. You've traveled the better part of the day. You get to the base of the tree, and it's about at the midpoint of the day where you start passing the roots that extend out to either side that tower over you. Several stories up, and they ramp up at a precipitous incline towards the tree. They rise up with grooves in the bark deeper than a man is tall. You see ever so often one of the leaves laying on the ground, and Manzarek, you were told that the great tree never sheds its leaves. No matter the season, no matter the temperature, and you are finding leaves lying on the ground.
Look at the size of that leaf. That would bludgeon a man to death if it fell on him.
It is the size of a boat.
So
It is now a boat.
It's the size of what?
you're thinking wrong.
I already have 3 of them. Somehow.
Get in there.
The trees become more and more scarce the closer you get to the great tree. Walking more out into open plains, as you reach the fortress, the temple of the druids, you see that there are these double doors made out of stone that rise high above you, about 100 feet. To put it into perspective on how massive this fort is, that's just the door. However, the roots of the great tree have swallowed up most of this temple, with only a tower here or a wall there exposed, with the roots clinging to it like slithering fingers down the side of it as they're starting to reach in between the grooves of the block in stone. As you walk towards this tower, it is eerily silent therein. The ground beneath you still has the luscious and smooth grass. You do see the remnants of cobblestone walkway with vegetation growing up from it. And, Manzarek, you've never seen the door shut before. You don't know how to open them.
Well, we're here. Now what?
Now what?
I cast Speak with Plants. And I approach the great tree. And I try to talk with it.
What do you say?
I don't know yet.
I need a week to think about it.
Hi.
What's up?
It's me, Manzarek.
Hey dude, how you been? It's been a while, right?
you
Well,
Can you hear me?
This resonating pulse shoots through you. The rest of you feel a notable change in the atmosphere. It feels like gravity has intensified, the wind has picked up. You get that sinking feeling as if you've missed a step walking up a staircase, as it just washes over you. Manzarek, this physically hurts you. You take a point of non-lethal damage as this pulse washes over you, and rather than hearing words in your head, it acknowledges your existence as if to answer your question.
Look at the details of the spell so I can see what I can ask. Okay, you can communicate with it says normal plants and plant creatures.
Not fake ones.
Can ask questions and receive answers from them. A normal plant sense of its surroundings is limited, so won't be able to give or recognize detailed descriptions of creatures or answer questions about events outside its immediate vicinity.
I will say, that is the normal details of the spell. You are making contact through druidic magic to a creature,
A deity.
a demigod that recognizes and acknowledges you. As long as you are making that connection through druidic powers or magic, it is talking to you.
Okay.
Which is really bold.
What has happened here?
You take another point of non-lethal damage as it washes over you. The rest of you just see Manzarek kind of wincing with his hand against the bark of this tree. You feel sadness, as if this void in your gut, something's been taken. You feel sickness, as if the tree is dying.
Who is doing this to you? I can only do this for 8 minutes, so.
It washes again. Every time it responds, you will take a point of non-lethal damage. You feel betrayal, as if your best friend has turned on you.
Where is Belfair's Mia?
It feels as if the answer to that question, like what you fear most, what has terrified or hurt you, is right here.
So that just answered my question of who is the head, or at least who is infected. Is Saloon infected?
You feel oddly calm about that answer. It hurt, but it's not that same dreadful feeling you felt before.
What can you tell me about the Mad Dreamer?
That exact same feeling washes over you.
So I calm. Okay, Mad Dreamer's not infected. What else should I ask, guys?
You gonna make know what you're talking about, buddy.
I mean,
We don't speak.
We just see you over there going, oh.
I will like vocalize my question. Like every question I'm asking, I'm saying it out loud.
You don't say it in Druidic?
I think I would probably say it in Druidic first, and then follow it up with Common and like try to keep them in the loop of what's happening.
Can you ask it to open the door?
You have the power to open the door.
You don't take a point of damage as you all feel the ground shake beneath you. The door shifts and begins to part, opening before all of you. That was a good call.
Were you not going to ask it to open the door?
I was trying to find out everything I could about what was happening.
So no.
So no, not really.
Beyond the door, you see what maybe at one point was a courtyard, open to the air, the tree growing around it, allowing sunlight to pour in to this beautiful garden. You see derelict statues crumbled from years of lack of keep that are overgrown with lichen, moss, vines of different varieties and kinds. This looks to be like a place where maybe at one point animals had populated and had thrived, but now only vegetation and silence greets you in this beautiful courtyard. You see waterfalls emitting from holes in the tree that feed down into a river system that feeds through this courtyard. You see beyond it 2 more doors that are wide open into what looks to be a cathedral of some kind into this great fortress. You see where once stained glass windows are void of glass now, occupied by that same moss that hangs down from it. All of this wide enough to fit a small town inside of, where if a baron or king once inhabited it, a whole army could form into this courtyard that you stand in.
History check to get a sense of how old it is.
You may.
At least 5.
That one.
Yep. At least 5.
It was built yesterday.
5 what? I don't know. Fast.
You look into this, all of you in a sense of awe. And everybody except Dr. Tone, roll me a perception check.
Do you want me to roll it? Even though I'm like concentrating on talking to the tree?
Take -5.
Okay.
18.
Nat 1, it don't matter anyway.
You
See the tree.
I'm
15.
talking to a tree.
Nat 20.
Ragnar, you're the only one that notices. As Manzarek focuses on the tree, you two are in awe of what you see. You look and you're just like, yeah, I grew up in nature. And you look over at Tone as his eyes are rolled back into the back of his head. Dr. Tone, you look over this place, void of vegetation, void of rivers, void of the lichen and the roots, and void of the great tree. You see the statues that once stood there so long ago of hideous and twisted creatures. Where you all are now, you're like, that was probably a statue of a hero or a soldier. You see it for what it once was, and it is malicious in nature. Your heart begins to roll in your chest as you look across this courtyard of nothing but stone and metal. You turn to look out at your companions, and the forest and verdant plains that you once see are nothing but badlands, void of any vegetation, and rather than sand or rock is ash. The sky is dark, and a hot wind rolls over you. You turn back towards those doors as they open up in a sudden burst. In doing so, you see this creature look up at you, its eyes red. As it tilts its head, it reaches out and you see a clawed bat wing emit from the door. It hits hard and cracks the stone beneath it as a second one emerges. You see only the silhouette, the shadow of a monster that fills you with fear. As it looks at you and you hear this voice in your head that you can only decipher because it's speaking to your mind, not in any discernible language. As it says, "Welcome home." You wake up from that and you are panicked, mechanically.
Neat.
Oh.
That's a cool Nat 1.
For sure.
Oh no.
It's like a nat 20 nat 1.
Oh, there is a panic condition here.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh, it's not good. You need to run. Wait, no, stop.
Like, no.
You'll be fine.
You would hear me in Aklo, because that's just my default language, go, "Oh dear God, not again." And I run out the doors as far as I can.
Where's
With
he going?
speed and gusto.
You'll do this for 1 round.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you'll do this for 1 minute.
That's a lot different. That's 10 rounds. I shoot him.
Did you go chasing after
Yeah.
him? Yeah, I go with him, and because I'm faster than Perry, I just Yeah, he was letting me know. You know, with his
Come on,
eyes-
Barry, let's go.
He was like his eyes were rolled in the back of his head, and then he snapped out of it.
I go invisible. So you see me hurriedly craft a potion, drink it, and I go invisible.
Tyrus goes, he's working through something. We'll let him just.
There are times, I don't know. I just don't know. Alright, what now, Manzara?
Damon's just unbothered by this. He's like,
Nat 20 stealth check.
oh gosh.
Super visible.
You can meld into trees.
Oh, you can travel to the portal.
Total.
Here to come to your senses, I don't know where you are.
It's only a 24. Because I get a -6, and I'm actively running.
But you are invisible, so.
Plus 10.
No, it's 20.
Plus 20.
Is it 40 while standing still?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. So a 34.
So there was a chance. Okay. I got a 27.
But with a nat 20.
Nat 20. Yeah.
So now it's just you and Damon, my guy.
I continue to talk to the tree. New to Baron. What do we need to know that we don't already know?
I start picking daisies. I have no idea what's going on.
Don't touch that. The tree loves that daisy.
That's specific. It's got a name.
Dollop.
You get a sense of confusion and sickness. Roll sense motive.
Oh no. It's an 8.
Yep. Neat. What you get.
You feel confused.
Yeah. Is there any druids other than Saloon that are not infected? And can you show me their face or tell me who they are?
A sense of betrayal.
Great. We will save you. I don't know how, but we will save you. I'm actually gonna crap the tree. Like, look up and spell. We need to go back to the meadow. Saloon is not infected. Where the heck did he go? Where is everybody?
He took. Tone took off, and Harry and Ragnar took off after him.
Goose.
He said Tom.
I turn into a trumpeter swan and fly
Huh?
after him. Because it's really fast. I'll be back.
So Damon.
You and this daisy.
It is the Damon show
Just
now.
me and my thoughts.
I imagine Damon's just like, hello?
You said come on. My ankle's broken.
That's so funny.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You stand there in front of probably the most beautiful landscape you've ever seen in your entire life. Saying a lot, being the son of a wealthy diplomat. You take this in. With the tree speaking to Manzarek the way that it was, you feel that. You feel everything that it told him, but without the discernible understanding of what's happening. Your friends giving you this moment to kind of steady yourself as you stand there looking in to the unknown and something out of your element. And we will pick it up here next time. Thank you very much for joining us, adventurers. Remember that this has been a good day to die. See you.